So I just rewatched the episode 2 of The Iceman. And when I first saw it on first watch, I was like, all right, this nigga Drake he must have went to the Duke Dennis School of aura farming. Like, this nigga is just, he had us waiting for 41 seconds. Like, it maybe more than that. It was like, damn, it felt like an hour. It's like, Drake, what the fuck you doing? But then after I watched it the second time, I realized, like, is it possible that it could be symbolic messages that's happening that we're not really paying attention to? Like, whenever you see like dead air and the camera is just panned and nothing is happening, and it just seems like this shit's been on here for like damn near an hour. It's like maybe Drake is trying to give us little nuggets that we're not picking up on. So I had to rewatch it again to kind of use my, you know how they say the third eye, use your artistic eye, think outside the box. And I must say, like, what I see from Drake so far, I'm really excited about this album because it's been so long that Drake has done a rollout. And we have no idea what the fuck this is about. Other than the fact that it's the Iceman, we don't know exactly what Drake is trying to convey. We just see a lot of different imagery, and it's just like these images, and we're trying to put the pieces together. But at the same time, we want to hear the music, and it's just like, what the fuck's going on? Now, episode 2 starts off with camera panning. I mean, it's staying still. It's just dead air. And then all of a sudden, you see this like Pinocchio figure just kind of pops out of nowhere. And it was like, oh, okay, this is different. This is interesting. And then, it goes through the motion. It shows a castle. Eventually you go inside. It shows like, I think it was like a pool that was drained out. And then all of a sudden you see Central C. Now, Central C holding a book bag. The boy eventually, they meet to the balcony, and he hands him a book bag. Now, what's in that book bag? I have no idea. I'm getting Top Boy vibes. I'm like, the men them is out here making plays. Like, Drake is making plays. Oh shit. Like, I'm like, so Drake about to be selling up packs. But then I realized, I was like, could it possibly be something deeper than that? Something that, and it's like, I almost went to the point to where I'm like, maybe I need to read the comic book, The Iceman, because maybe it's hidden nuggets in there, and maybe that hidden nugget is in that book bag. It's almost like a what is it, Quentin Tarantino Pulp Fiction thing, where you saw the briefcase. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but I'm just like, I see Cinch, I see Drake, and then they preview music. And this kind of reminds me of like Drake's OVO radio, when he would just like preview different sounds. It wasn't necessarily music, but he just wanted to give niggas just bits and pieces, kind of test out music. And I feel like I can't tell if Drake is like testing out music or if Drake is actually leaving breadcrumbs. Is Drake preparing us for what is about to happen when he drops this album? I feel like this is the first time where Drake is telling a story. It's like a theme. It's like, damn, like, who's the antagonist? Who's the protagonist? What does Drake wants to convey? What is the message? What is this Iceman about? I mean, he just came back from a horrible situation with the 20V versus 1, the battle, all the odds as it gets him. Drake is being hated on by the industry. And then now he comes back as the Iceman. And I noticed that the imagery is leading into like darkness. It's cold. It's not the colorful Drake that we're used to. And I'm excited about this. And basically, Cinch dropped one of his little snippets. Cinch is doing his thing. I mean, he's definitely putting on for the UK. He's the superstar of the UK, in my opinion. And if he continues this, Cinch may be the Drake of the UK. No offense to anybody that watched this that's from the UK, but that's just my opinion from an outsider. Now, back to Drake. Now, Drake, it pans to Drake is running outside in the UK being chased by Pinocchio. The same Pinocchio that was in the beginning of the project, the episode 2, right? I'm thinking to myself, what does this Pinocchio represent? Is he talking about the industry? Is he talking about a specific person? I think I was scrolling through Twitter and I heard some people say that it's Kendrick, even though I don't really think it's about Kendrick. Maybe it's a symbolic of a multitude of people. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But I like what I'm seeing so far from Drake. I love the fact that Drake It's telling a story. It's somebody who loves cinema. I think cinema is a dying art because of the streams, and a lot of people don't take cinema serious. So to see Drake get back into his acting bag and his storytelling bag, it's very exciting to see. It's like, damn, I feel like I'm watching a movie I'm just trying to put the pieces together, man. Like, this is possibly Drake's most important albums in his discography. What Drake was able to do when his back was against the wall. How did he respond after that 20V versus 1 when the entire industry wanted to take the boy down? Is he going to quiver under the pressure and just bow out and leave? Or is Drake going to come back and remind the world that he's the GOAT? I'm excited. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think Drake is just testing music? Do you think he's telling a story? Do you think Iceman is going to be the most important album of his discography? Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm Daytona. I'm out.